Everybody, pat yourselves in the back. Come on, pat yourselves. Everyone. Yeah, even you. All right. Thank you. Love yourself first. We want to talk about today sharing love to everyone. First, it starts with yourself. Now, I'd like to start with an anecdote, a narrative, if you will. Back in 1921, there was a child in a classroom. He was severely picked on, bullied, and had no friends. But did he let that hinder him? No. He rose up. Did he feel that because of what he never had, he was never entitled to give? No. He demonstrated kindness to all, and that person was Albert Einstein. And that same sense of kindness and unconditional love that we learned from Einstein, we can apply to all of our students here today and everyone else that we meet in the world. Welcome to T.L. Hanna, School of Niceness. I'm Max Cole, Senior Director of the T.L. Hanna Kindness Outreach Program. And you may be wondering, for Max, how are we going to be kind to everyone and ensure that they're welcome? Well, I'll ask you this. How are you going to do everything you can to include everyone you know? You got an answer? We are all beautiful students under one roof, one God, one school, indivisible, and justice for all, facing one enemy, one species that harbor ill will towards us, meanies. Just because you think you deserve more doesn't mean you should be mean to others. My grandma once told me, to have friends, you have to be a friend. And I think that applies most of all to the situation today. You can't expect happiness to come out to you. You have to produce happiness. You have to treat others like you expect to be treated. You have to invite people out. You can't just expect everyone to immediately love you. Our culture is defined by one thing, memes. And not memes as in joking, no. Memes are defined as an idea that spreads throughout a culture and influences others. Jealousy, rage, envy, despair. Jealousy, rage, envy, despair. All memes passed on. They create a cycle of hate as more are exposed and more become carriers. We need to fix them now! Where do we get these memes? News media, social media, Instagram, Snap Chicken, Run Pip, Squeaker. No judgment, guys. No judgment. We need to go on all of our social media and throughout all of our messages, just produce kindness. We're all together. We have to stick together. We have to choose the good memes to spread. I want you all to get out your phones and text a random number right now. Right now, just something nice. Just input any number and say, how's your day going? Studies show that we can put our differences aside and be nice to people. But we aren't being nice enough. Last year I was in Latvia with a group of missionaries, and we taught children how to be kind. We saw a change in their culture over just 2 weeks. And I think that we can really influence this just in schools today, and throughout every child or friend that we encounter. Close your eyes, everyone. I want everyone to just close their eyes. Make sure your friends have them closed. Hey, especially you. We're gonna change some minds. Walk with me. Imagine this, a utopian, a fantastical and mystifying realm where everyone loves one another. And that can be us. Open your eyes. The video games are too realistic. You walk around and shoot people. Violence is not the only way to have fun and play a game. Take Persona 3, for example. You walk around and build connections with your high school peers. Instead of shooting people in mindless violence, it's a simulation where you can walk around the high school and learn how to effectively be kind to others and build relationships. Co-op games can be non-violent as well. For example, there's a Steam game where you put on VR goggles and you teach each other how to defuse a bomb. Leapfrog. And I'm not saying that if you're evil, you play these violent games, just you can still play this COD, this Black Ops. just play them sensibly. Because even if they're not affecting your character, they can stress your brain when you need sleep and focus on school. Because teens need at least 9 hours of sleep each night. Guys, what's the one thing that won't be around when we solve this mean people epidemic? Mean people. Because we're just gonna kill them. And by that I mean their feelings. We're going to steal off all of their mean feelings, eradicate them by being unconditionally kind to everyone. So look at the data. By next year, the Teal Niceness Outreach Program will have eliminated lunch table cliques. Surprise, surprise! Studies show that lunch table cliques are the #1 cause of people feeling outcast. I personally contacted the University of Berkeley College Science Program, and we figured out a way to solve this mean epidemic. By systematically targeting neural systems that control empathy, we'll soon be able to combat and delete any and all forms of anger. Everyone can be happy. Yes! Is Teal Hen a melting pot or a salad bowl? I want you to think about that. And I think we're going to see a lot more of these. One final pat on the back, guys. I want you to give one final pat on your love yourself. Spend some time volunteering and helping out. As young adults, we need to be mindful of what we watch, play, or are involved in. Help those who need it. Look for students or even people downtown who need to be comforted. I want you to make it your goal to go up to one stranger per day and demonstrate an act of kindness. Watch out for one another. It's time for you all to be kind. Do you have any solutions? It's time for y'all. Do you have a solution? Do you have a solution? How about you? What's your solution? I want to hear it. 3 hugs, exactly. We can give hugs to everyone we meet. Thank you. I'm Max Barr, professor of Nicology. Thank you.
Alright, well, I have no clue how I'm going to apologize.